Absolutely delusional. It's not backed up by solid science, but there's a lot of different things, other things we might stand for. So I'm a Baptist pastor, actually. Okay, don't hold that against me, right? But I didn't come here to preach you a sermon, and so not here to read your sermons. We're not here to talk about all kinds of pet things that are off the subject, right? That's great, that's cool, we're fighting for that right, but that's called a free speech event where you can get up there and talk about Auntie Mary's dentures or aliens coming from outer space, all that. Fantastic. You can have a freedom of speech event, and someone said, I was just talking to someone just now, about having a free corner. That'd be fantastic, but the event's organised here, and the reason we come together is very focused, like a laser. We want to get rid of this government, because this government is no longer representing the people. It's not a government for the people, by the people. It's a dictatorship, and it's got to stop. We don't want Melbourne, Victoria here, folks, do we? Now, I was over on the West Coast this week. It was beautiful. But what was so sad, once again, time and time again, I come up against fear. I went into a real estate place over there and I wouldn't track and trace. I said, I don't comply to that. I'm a conscientious objector to that. And you should have seen the fear in this woman's eyes, just backed up, her eyes got large, and she was trying to give me a real estate book to show me the door. What do you think would have happened if I got a pen and signed that little bit of paper? Magically, all of a sudden, she would have been safe, wouldn't she? Something very powerful, magical about signing a track and trace. And I went to another wee coffee shop, and she said, I've got to get you to track and trace. And she turned around to make my coffee. I'd already paid, and I said nothing, and I did not comply. I did not do that, and left her my coffee. But the fear is incredible, folks. We see, folks, this lockdown now, we're back into level 3. Why are people wearing more masks now than before we were in lockdown? Why is that? You know what the government's doing? It's psychological, folks. It's basic 101 psychology. It's called conditioning, and it's called shaping up. And the whole narrative, when you get your head above the sand and above the water, it's not about the virus. It's not about saving lives from a virus that kills point, what was it, 001 or what, I don't know what it was. You've got at least a 99.4 to 6, 99.9%, some people say, chance of surviving COVID. Now, if you offer me $1 million to drink a glass of fluid with a 99.9% chance of surviving, I'd do it all day long, wouldn't you? Yes. So what's it all about, folks? It's about conditioning and shaping us up for what's coming. And when you see folks, I don't judge people wearing masks, that's their right. I don't judge that, but I have a problem with them judging me not wearing one, right? I was listening to a documentary this week, a scientific, evidence-based documentary that says, yes, masks can help stop droplets, yes, but they don't stop aerosols. And an aerosol of COVID-19 is equivalent to basically a bumblebee flying through a bit of diamond wire. You know what diamond wire is? Diamond mesh fence? That's how small a COVID-19 virus aerosol is compared to the smallest pore in a standard mask, in a surgical mask, okay? It's like trying to stop a bumblebee flying through a fence made of diamond wire. Rubbish. It's all about shaping up, folks. And folks, we don't need to comply. We don't need to consent and comply and conform. Now, I just want to give a bit of a shout out today. I just discovered a really amazing source of information right here in Canterbury. You want some good medical information? A courageous, brave GP standing up and giving some excellent counsel. I come across a wonderful doctor today called Dr. Sam Bailey. Who knows her? Dr. Sam Bailey. Guess where she lives? Right here in Christchurch. Has over 90,000 YouTube subscribers. Where's she been hiding? Okay? So if you want some good information, some good medical information, go onto YouTube and Google Dr. Sam Bailey. She's a real package, man. She's great, intelligent, medical advice. How brave, how courageous. How many medical people out there are standing up against this folly and fantasy? I'm an NZRN by trade. Probably couldn't get a job now because I won't vax, right? So get yourself in touch with good information, good quality information, folks. And remember, we don't concur, we don't comply, and we're not going to give up, we're not going to shut up, we're going to continue speaking up. Love you heaps, appreciate you guys. Kia ora, have a good week. Keep safe and keep sane.